What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a full review of this Queen Studio 1/4 scale Batman on Throne. Now, I did a live unboxing with Dan Dufault about a week ago. You can go check that out before. Otherwise, let's get into it. Alright, before we begin, I just want to say that this statue is designed by the variant cover of Dark Knight's Metal #1 by Tim Bradstreet. And this particular one is a premium version, so you get an extra head sculpt and an extra hand, and also the Angel of Death in the back. Alright, let's check out the details. You get a certificate as usual. There you go. Let's start with the sub base. You can see it's kind of like a broken concrete, and you see a classic Batman logo with the gold accent, and that goes all the way around to the back as well. Another logo of Batman. Okay. Then on the base, you still have that same concrete texture, all broken up, and both of his sides have panthers sitting next to it. And here you have a shield, and the throne itself, as you can see, it is kind of like a cathedral with death on each side over here with the design. Even on the side here, you see a lot of skulls, and these are real chains, mixed media here, with the gold accent onto the throne. And Batman is sitting in the front, and you can see his cape is all torn up down to the concrete here. So he has on basically a classic costume with the boots, the grayish texture, his underwear, utility belt, and just a head looking straight forward with the arm up. Now, these are the real chain as well. They're included with us, and I'm not sure exactly where to put it, so I just kind of chained up both of the panther around him as his pet, I guess. This is the sword. It's also die cast on metal as well. Big bat logo right here, and you can see some battle damage on the suit, little blood stain on it. Up on top, you see the gargoyle of dragon on both sides, and in the back here you see the whole cathedral surrounded by skulls and the serpent wrapping all the way around. And I'm not sure what this symbolizes, but it's got something to do with death. Even the throne, the back of it, you can see there's little design, like this looked like a bat cave right here, and the evil bat symbol in the front in gold. Then on top, you get the Angel of Death himself, just lurking behind him with the chain. These are all sculpted, by the way. Some are PVC like this. Moving up, he's got on this armor with horns coming out, shoulder pads in skull, really skinny arm, and you can see the texture of it. Looks like stone on this arm as well. And then you get the sword up here as well. He's carrying it on his shoulder. Those are die cast as well. And then the head sculpt, these are separate that you have to peg in. And also you can see the wings. Death wing right here, and you can see a tears and some detail with the veins and everything. Very nice. So yeah, this is a pretty dark statue. Some more texture in the back. Very cool. Now I changed it up to an angry face, you can see. Very nice, with a clenched fist. So those are the only switch out. All right, now let's do the measurement on this guy. Let's start with the depth. The depth is around 46 centimeter or 18 inches. And the length, it is around 60 centimeter or 23.5 inches. Or that's just the base. But if you're going for the whole wingspan, up here is about 74 centimeter or 29 inches. And the height from the bottom of the base all the way to the top of this hollow, it is around 86 centimeter or almost 34 inches. All right, so it takes up a whole lot of room if you have the death behind him like so. All right, now I'm gonna do the review, and there are some good things and bad things about this. All right, let's get into it. Okay, start with the sub base. The concrete, the color, everything looks a little bit bland, but nothing major. The gold accent here should have been a lot more vibrant, so you can see the difference between the gray and the gold. Okay, and the shield and the sword, I like the material. The detail are really nice. And you know, you can place it anywhere you like, really. And I'm glad that they actually make the die cast out of this. And you get these two spears on each side of the throne. I'm not sure exactly what material it's made of, but it's lacking a little bit of details, especially on the back. It's just all smooth. And the sculpt of the panther next to the throne here, it looks okay. Not too much texture, anything. I'm fine with that. Same goes with the one on the left as well. And I really like the design of the throne with the gold accent here. The skull, and especially using the real chain here, that's a plus. Even though the design, the detail on the back here aren't that good, but you're not going to be seeing it all that much. To the back, this is a very nice design. It really goes well together, even though it's kind of monotone, but it works. The dragon here, it's lacking details, and also like the wing of it, it just looks like a PVC piece, doesn't really go with the dragon itself. Also, I have a little bit of problem with the serpent tail right here. It's supposed to go underneath death, and come all the way around here, but I just can't put it in. When I did, when it locked into the place, it's sitting right underneath, and death is kind of wobbly, you know. And when I do that, I can't really peg in the dragon either, so I just kind of left it. And with this one, I just peg in the dragon first, like this. And with this piece, I just kind of rest it onto the base behind him like this, because there's no really other way, which is a bad design, I think. And the design in the back here with the cathedral in gold, serpent wrapping around it, and skeleton on the base, I think this looks really good. I mean, some work can be done with the serpent itself, but other than that, it looks really good. It's too bad it's all the way in the back. Okay, and the Batman himself, I think he looks pretty good. He has a lot of patterns going on, a lot of shadowing. You can see a lot of the blue highlights all over. Looks really good, battle damage everywhere. And I really like the cape down here where it's all torn up into the ground. The utility belt right here it doesn't look too good. That can be done better, I think. The premium portrait, I mean, if you kind of look at it from afar, it looks pretty good, but close up, I don't know. His mouth is kind of weird and the skin tone is just too orange, for me at least. And also you get a very visible seam all the way around. That's the only bad thing. I think the regular portrait looks a lot better when he just has a straight face. So that's my preferable. And you can see the back of the throne here. This looks really good. This too bad Batman is sitting right in front of him. You can't really see the details, but I wish most of the throne parts would have this detail. And I think this is a must. So the premium, you get this Angel of Death in the back of the throne. And you know, it just adds so much more presence to the piece. And you can see like how the wingspan and everything just make it look so much epic. Now check out the details. So this piece, I'm not sure why they make it so different, and the fact that it's light blue, I don't get that, because it doesn't go along with any other color on this piece. But you can see a lot of details and patterns as well. These are all sculpted. They could have made a real chain on it, I think. That would be cool as well. I like the paint and the texture of it. Like overall, it just looked really creepy, especially the wings. I'm glad that they actually highlighted with red as well. Even the aura in the back here just kind of helped. And these are really light material, so it's not gonna have problem falling out. The bottom of Batman, you see a peg right here, the key. It's pretty deep, but the one onto the chair is a lot shallower. I don't know how that works, though it can probably go in like around here. Let me show you. Be careful when you putting this in. All right, so here, you kind of have to push it in so this cape is aligned with the throne. And now it's not moving anywhere, okay? So you have to make sure even the foot is basically flush. This one is not flush all the way, but that's not important because it doesn't really do anything anyways. It's pretty solid right now. So just keep that in mind when you're playing around with it. And I like that Queen Studio always including the headstand for the piece so it doesn't go to waste, but for me personally, I just keep them all away anyways. I just want to keep my statue looking clean by itself. All right, so I think this piece is okay. And especially me being a Dark Knight's Metal comic fan, I kind of like this. And you don't see many Batman on throne, especially being a really bad one. And in promo photos, you can see that it's kind of monotone. But if you come closer to the statue itself, you can see so many different colors and patterns and details. So I think it's really nice. Other than some of the seam that you see here or some paint job that's not too, it's not up to the par. But overall, I paid about $2,000 for this piece, which is a little high, but it's something different. If you like Batman that's different, in the multiverse or whatever, I think it's a good piece to have. All right, that's it for the full review of this piece. You guys let me know what you think, and I will see you guys on the next review. Peace.